Alright, welcome back everyone. We have yet another match from round 1. And my thing is telling me I've gone live, so that's good. Now this one's going to be looking like a very strong matchup as opposed to last night where it was kind of one-sided. Mostly because both teams have their full contingents, it looks like. While we're waiting for them to set up, I'm just going to pull up my stream, make sure it looks good, make sure I sound good. I'm also going to change the name of it. Still have a few minutes. I think they're still in their prep phase while they're getting in here. Alright, so I saved the changes there. We should be good now. But yep, right now looks like everyone's starting to line up. We see EVO on the left-hand side with blue. Full group. Cat on the other side. Few less castles, but still looks like a good group ready to go. Alright, now I have my stream up. Now I can see everybody, see how things are going. Yep, and I sound good. And yes, you are the first one. Good job. Not exactly sure how long the prep... I know the prep phase is way shorter for DC than it is for World Cup. Mostly just because everything should be here. You just have to have people log in. We'll keep our eyes in the sky for a few seconds. We'll see who will be going to the crystal mine first, along with the micro crystal mines. For those of you guys who have not seen this new layout, this is actually a really good layout that they've given to the streamers. And you'll see what I mean in a few minutes. It calculates all of the points per minute. It shows all the marches even in this view right here. And then if I go down here, I can pull up these two squares, and it shows all the rallies that are being currently set. And at the very top, you can see also how many castles each person has. So 28 for EVO, 18 for Cat. Shows how many buildings are occupied, currently 0 because the game hasn't started. How many teleports are around, and how many super rallies, the number of used super rallies. So how many times it's been used. Oh, here we go. We have begun. We see the king from Cat coming on over. Some people are marching. And it looks like it's going to be Cat's territory for the crystal mine, at least for now. Yep, so Cat has the crystal mine. Cat also has the north and south tower blessings. Cat looks like also has the training grounds and the armory. At least if those colors are the same. Teleport point has been taken by EVO. Couple of the supply points, and we can see all those marches going fast. This is kind of what I mean. This is pretty cool. Alright, so let's see if any... So currently no rallies are being set at the moment. People are kind of just setting up their bases right now. And there's a couple of supply points that are not being called over here. You can even see, like, you see those numbers next to the marches. That's how many are within the march. Like, this is such a cool layout. You can really tell what's going on within the game. All right, so EVO is going to be taking some first blood here. They're going to be going after the crystal mine first pretty hard, as well as the supply points. God of War seems to be at the helm for this super rally. We can't see what's inside of the rally, but we know, based upon the times, what they're going to be doing. They got a triple rally going on. One for Crystal Mine, one for Supply Point, one for the Training Grounds. Hotline's at the helm for the supply point, training ground, God of War's at the helm, armory, God of War. So we will see how those go. First one they'll be going through will be the Crystal Mine. As you can see, no points are going to either team right now because they have to occupy it for a certain amount of time. Everything's pretty much set right now, so all the points are going to be kind of captured. Surprised some of the Dragon Towers got hit so early, but that's their strategy. All right, so Crystal Mine's going to be going off in about 28 seconds. Currently no counter rallies being set by Cat. They seem to be pretty confident with what they have. We can see what's inside of the Crystal Mine right now. It's like a standard rainbow array right now, as we used to call it back in the day. Focusing mostly on Cav. At least from the first person. There's a few other people in there. But that rally should be setting off in about 3 seconds here. So we're going to see how well that fares. And we have incoming. That group going on in. We'll see what happens. See a couple of single attacks from Cat going off at supply points. Crystal Mine hits, and it looks like God of War's contingent was able to knock them out. Very nicely done. It looks like there was some pretty good stats on the side of Cat. It was a very close call. But the sheer numbers that God of War put in, which is superior, seems to have knocked them out. Good offensive damage. Their defensives were very good. So that was a very good job on the side of God of War. So they will contest that, and we'll see what happens here. Cat is currently holding ground. We'll see if they try and move forward. So EVO was trying to attack a few times over here. It looks like it was some single marches. Eventually broke through, but it took 3 single march attacks. Now, Tower of Blessing is going to be the next one on the slate here, so we're going to see if they can take that over. Remember, guys, if you guys want to see how many points each team is getting, just look at the 2 cross swords at the very top where the timer is going. And right now, both are 0 per minute. But that's only because nothing has been fully taken over. It has to tick over to not having a timer on it like you see here. Alright, so it looks like Cat is going to start setting up its own rallies. First for the supply point, and then for its Crystal Mine that was just taken over. But first, we're going to see the Tower of Blessings tick down, which has 38 seconds until it ticks over. So the rally will reach it before it ticks on over. 9 seconds there. What are they going up against? Interesting. So they've got a strong... Look at that. There's only infantry in there. 2.5 million Vugelman. So that'll be a very fun rally to see what happens. Looks like one of the other rallies got canceled unless... Oh, no, here it goes. It went through. Let's see how well that went. They may have pulled out before... No, here it is. Okay. So this was the only Vugelman defense. I really want to see how well those went. So I'm going to try and scroll down really fast. See how well those kills went. It's a long one. I should have done the concise view. I'll probably do the concise view next time because this takes up time. So that's really good, though. Look, 1.2 million kills, but look how many were in there. So that kind of makes sense. But that's pretty cool to see how well that that march did. And of course, Cat's infantry attack was only 974, so that kind of makes sense too. All right, so we're seeing based upon just the kills that points are starting to go through. No points per minute, but right now EVO has a slim lead at 226 versus Cat's 216. Literally a 10-point difference. And we're looking at some of the current battle reports that are coming through right now. Here's another Tower of Blessings. Cat went through and basically took it right back from EVO. Good numbers all around. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map. We're going to see how things are shaping out right now. So we see that a lot of the map is starting to change colors here. At one point it was mostly Cat, but we do see EVO starting to take over some of the key points. Although we do see that the Crystal Mine has been taken back. I don't see an extra report in here for that. However, none of those points are starting to tick away yet. So we're currently looking at another rally on the Crystal Mine by EVO. So we'll see if they are successful there in about 1 second. It looks like the reports are coming out pretty quick, so you guys will get a really good idea of how things are going. And it looks like it switches on over. Although we still don't have a report for it. It looks like, no, actually, I'm sorry. Cat still has it right now. So it may still be processing. Here we go. Ooh, it was a loss. So this was Nat's contingent going into Cat. Very good effort here. 2.6 million rally. That's a little bit low. Going into a 3.6. So that's, you know, 2.6 versus 3.6. That's a 10. That's a 1,000 difference there. I mean million. Sorry, I just woke up. Yeah, that's probably the biggest reason why that loss is just because it doesn't look like it was a full rally, or if it was, it wasn't a big enough contingent in there. So it looks like for the time being, Cat may convert that on over unless this rally from 39 seconds goes through. So far, EVO's used 2 of its super rallies. Cat's only used 1. Probably used that to get the Crystal Mine back. Very possible. So Cat is going to be setting up a rally that goes against the supply point, which is over here. And we see that Evil Twin is currently the leader in there, holding that. Along with Broken Armor, who seems to have a very interesting contingent in there. I'm very curious about how the T10 Cav would work. Good defensives, though, so nothing to look at there. All right, we see 7 Army Nation going into Cat, which is a victorious. Some Dragon Tower attacks over here. Broken Armor going up against Cat's contingent. I'm only going to call them Cat because I can't read their characters, obviously. So, yeah, that's the only thing that's really going to be happening here. Broken Armor, unfortunately, lost against this one, but this was a single march. However, it does look like there was comparable numbers, just a little bit more for Cat's side. However, the stats of Cat just overwhelm Broken Armor in this case. That supply point will go over to Cat for the moment. But right now, EVO is getting 8 points a minute right now because of the, I want to say, so they have the armory. They have the armory fully under their control. Some of the supply points as well they have. So based upon that, they have 8 points a minute that'll be calculating into their total score. And they are broadening their lead right now in tons of rallies. A double rally even going into the Crystal Mine. They really want that. Obviously, that is the big point maker there. And in 73 seconds, it would be ticking over points for Cat. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see what troops are... Oh, there's nothing in there right now. There are no troops inside of the Crystal Mine. So that's going to be an easy victory. It looks like this may be a super rally. It may have been, and they just did not want to give over points. So they pulled out from the Crystal Mine before the rallies hit. So that's 2 rallies that went down the hole for EVO. Of course, there's really no way that they would have known that unless they watched the lines. But we, the eyes in the sky, have kind of a perspective that they don't. So that's kind of how that works. Now, EVO's going to probably try and trade it back to get it back from them. Cat's currently not doing anything, though. They're not setting any rallies. Everything is being set by EVO. I stand corrected. Training Grounds is now about to be rallied by Cat. So this Dragon Tower is going to be the next one on the slate for EVO. And there are troops in there. But we will watch and see if anything comes through. The march is set. The march is moving. We see no lines coming out. And they are coming out. This is their strategy, folks. They do not want to have any losses from troops. So they are willing... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Here we go. Oh, they're scouting. I don't know why they're scouting. There's nothing in there. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That must... Yeah, EVO is scouting it. So EVO was double-checking to see if there was anything in there. All right, we're going to see how well that works. I know some people do employ this strategy. The next one on the slate is going to be yet another Dragon Tower. And we see that there are quite a few in there. But it's really just... Okay, here we go. Now they're all going home. All right, so those are going out. So the next big one's going to be the training grounds then. And that's being set by Cat. 7 Army Nations at the helm inside there. We see Nat. We see God of War. And we will see if they follow suit and they pull their troops out or if they're willing to take a hit. Meanwhile, EVO is setting up rallies against the supply point. 2 of them are going out to the same supply point. And then Cat's setting up to attack the Crystal Mine, which currently has a few of Nat's troops. God of War's in there. Odin's in there. And Pyrrha's in there. So we're going to see how well that works for them. So we'll probably focus on the Crystal Mine. And we do see that EVO is setting up a counter rally, which is telling us that they're probably going to keep their troops in there. And they're only going to send out the counter rally in case it gets hit. So it should be about 10 seconds. Take a look at the map really quick. Looks like some of the looks like the Towers of Blessings are fully in control by Cat. Not gaining them any points right now. Still a solid 8 going over to EVO every minute, which is broadening their lead ever so slightly. All right, so those rallies should have gone off. We do see some single marches going in. And it does switch over, so it looks like Cat won that. Although I don't see anything that says Crystal Mine victory, so it's very hard to tell. I can tell you that Cat won it, though. Supply point, Crystal Mine, there it is. All right. So God of War's contingent inside there, 3.3 million strong, going up against a very, very big contingent by Cat. Just over 4 million there. Yeah, God of War's numbers are good, but they just don't match up to Cat's contingent going in there. Very strong troops. This was the counter rally, by the way, because the Crystal Mine attack went through first, and then that was the counter rally to try and knock him out, and it did not work. So Cat's going to be in full control of the Crystal Mine. EVO's not sitting idly by. They are setting a double rally against it at the moment. Meanwhile, Cat's going to be going after the supply points, which is the brunt of their brunt of EVO's point gathering right now. But EVO's still holding on to a good lead, 8-17 versus 5-73. Still anyone's game as we have just over an hour left in this match. 13 seconds until the Crystal Mine marches go through. I'm curious if they're going to be... So they are going to hold their ground, at least for now. This seems to be where they're going to draw the line, and they're not going to pull out their troops. But we'll see if this is the correct contingent in there and how many are in there. Actually, I could check it really quick. 3.8 million are in there right now. I didn't see them pull the troops out, so this will be interesting. Looks like they won. The first one lost, though. Nat's... Oh, goodness. Nat's contingent got wiped. Very hard. But it looks like... No, wrong one. It looks like... Oh, no. God of War also got beaten. Nats did tenderize it, but... Oh, man. I thought they had that. All right, so it looks like... Well, but then again... Blue... No, EVO does have it, so I'm not sure how they got it. Victory. It must have been a single march. It must have been a couple of single marches going in afterward. Yeah, and then Cat tried to retaliate and bring it back because God of War only had 500... less than 500,000 troops in there. All right, so the double rally did fail. However, with the strong single marches to just slightly push them out, we see that EVO has taken it back over. Very, very aggressive tactics by EVO. However, Cat's stats are very fierce, so it's going to be very difficult to beat them in the long game. Oh, shoot. And then automatically, the Crystal Mine is taken back over. This is a very furious battle that's going on for the Crystal Mine. As we see that it's red once again, and Cat, with a couple of single marches, takes it right back. So we have yet another double rally going on against it. This is going to probably be the focus. It's going to probably be the focus of the entire match right here, is this Crystal Mine. Of course, it looks like still with 8 points per minute going over to EVO. Unless Cat can knock those out, this is going to be an EVO match through and through, no matter how much they fight for the Crystal Mine. So we have the first one going off in pretty much right now. We see that march going in there by God of War. And they are pulling out their troops. You can see that right there. They're pulling out their troops. They're just going to keep trading the building. So that double rally really isn't even needed. They just need to fill this up really quickly. Unless they want to send a few... Unless Cat wants to send a few single ones to get them out. So this is going to be Cat's song and dance for a while, it would seem. Cat's scouting it to see if they want to go at it. They just do not want to give up any points to kills. Which I get, I understand that. Yeah, so Cat tried to do a single march, which makes... That part makes no sense to me. I mean, it's still interesting, but, you know. Just trying to make sure I saw the timestamp, because I could have sworn they just basically tried to single march after they pulled out their troops, which would give them kills. But that's okay. So Cat is now going to be doing a double rally against the Crystal Mine. And they may, actually, EVO might start doing the exact same thing. They might just start pulling out their troops. The smart thing, really, at this point would just be to send in a single march and get rid of the rally. No, it looks like they just switched out some troops. Because they are still in there, which is very good. If they didn't like their... You know, it's pretty obvious that the offensive marches would be different than the defensive marches. So they may have just quickly swapped out their troops for a more defensive-oriented one. Maybe putting a couple of T11 archers. That's a possibility. Sorry about that noise. I hit my disc. And we can see that, too. We can see 600,000 T11 archers. Exactly, and that's exactly why I said that. Even more with some of the ones that are buffed up. Not so many over here from Toyota. None from Eggsy here. Evil Twin has a few, but not many. So it looks like it's going to be God of Wars mostly. So I really want to see how well this is going to go up against a double rally from Cat. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not talking to you guys in chat. Mostly I'm just trying to call the match. But yeah, no, you guys are right. Some of these stats are just ridiculous. 540 HP, not bad at all. No, you're absolutely right. All right, so we have 6 seconds until that Crystal Mine march goes off. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It already went through. Well, we do see that Cat has retaken the Crystal Mine. Still waiting for a battle report to come out. We do know that sometimes it's a little laggy on that. And EVO's wasting no time. They are instantly starting up a rally against it. It looks like it was a counter rally because it's only 9 seconds ticking down. Unfortunately, there is just no... So they might have pulled out at the last moment then. It's possible. That's the only way that a report would not be generated. No. Cat has troops in there. And the march looked like it went off, so we will probably get a report out of this. I don't think... Yeah, no, that was an old one. Other than that, it looks like EVO's going to go after a Tower Blessing and Cat's going to go after a supply point, which we can see that there was some success in those other marches because EVO is not receiving any points per minute, as earlier they were receiving 8. But right now, EVO is in the lead with 1,219 points. Cat just now breaching 1,000, but with 1,025. And again, okay, here's Tower Blessings. Here we go. So we finally see a Crystal Mine. Oh, man, Nat. Nat with 3.6 million, a full march going into what looks to be a 4.2. Yeah, I had to count on my fingers. 4.2 million. The stats from Cat's side just overwhelms even Nat's good stats. Yeah, I mean those defensive damage takens are in the mid 250s. Yeah, it's no surprise. It's unfortunate, but there's no surprise there. So we're currently oh, I missed that one. So the Tower of Blessings was getting hit. Probably this guy here. Yep, there we go. 3.5 million going in. You can see that with the overlay over there. Cat in full bodyguard of this one over here. We see EVO going back, and it looks like EVO will be taking it over. They're just pulling out some troops here. Very good. Pyrrha hit Cat very hard here. Yeah, no, this was definitely not one of Cat's stronger people, as Pyrrha can just shred through him. Defensives were decent, but yeah, there's no way that was going to last for Cat there. 1.6 million versus a 3.5 really million March. Yeah, no question, no contest. And now we see that the training grounds are going to be the next big point of contention. Currently, the training grounds are under control by God of War. So, training grounds will be hit by Cat within 23 seconds. Then a counter rally being set by EVO to try and offset it. Still no points per minute, as both teams are strategically trying to keep that out of the other player's hands. We should see that march going off now, so we'll see what happens. We see a lot of troops coming back, so they are pulling out. There were no troops in there, so they are now taking a page out of Cat's playbook. EVO is starting to exit any troops that are in there to not afford any kills. So the counter rally should be going off pretty soon, and I'm not sure if they'll hold on troops in there or not. Yep, Cat's troops go home, but there are still some troops within there, so I'm not sure if this will go back to EVO or not. See a lot of Cat's troops going back. See some supply points being hit. Toyota tries to go up against a contingent in there, and it did not seem to be victorious. But it was a single march. It wasn't a rally. And as far as a single march goes, that isn't too bad. All right, so EVO's going to hold on to the training grounds for now. There are no battle reports there, so it looks like they just sort of pulled back. Maybe EVO canceled the rally. It's possible. But we're going right back to the crystal mine, folks. And they need to get this, because in 10 seconds, that's going to be ticking over points for the side of Cat, which could be a turning point for them. We will find out what happens. We see disbursements, and oh, it looks like Cat will hold on with 8 points per minute ticking over now. Oh man, God of War's 4.2 million. God of War's 4.2 million going into 3.4 million. The numbers were on God of War's side as far as soldiers. The stats, however, were not. 1,500 cav attack on the side of the defense, 1,400 attack for infantry. Let's look at the concise view so we can kind of... Oh, there is no concise view. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm going to try and go down really quick to see what troops were on the defensive side, although we can see some of God of War's kills really quick. Of course, in the VOD, you can just pause this at any time. There just was not much there. All right, so I'm going to try and go really quick to try and see what the defensives were for Cats. I think that's really important. There's a lot to go through. Without concise view, it's difficult. All right, here we go. So it looks like our CRT, geez, look at that. But we also knew that there was very strong infantry, and solid 80s all around for that. That is huge. So that was some damage dealers there. Here's some Vugelman with some 60s all around. Very, very strong kills from that. Cav attack was also strong there too. Yep, and some T11 Cav. So that's kind of the story for that one. And Cat will hold on to that and start getting 8 points per minute with EVO 0. All right, so Crystal Mine's going to be in contention as well, but this supply point's also going to be getting hit, which is a good point maker for either team who gets it. Yeah, Cat's defensives are very good. It's very impressive, actually. EVO pulled back. Supply point has been taken. We see Cat pulling on in to try and get some quick marches in there. So that will be a Cat victory with no contention as they pulled out right in time, I believe. I will check, though. Oh, here we go. Here's a very good one by Toyota. Very good. And that would have been a closer match if the number of troops were evened out. Possibly, really. Very good job. So the next one, we're going to be two basically going off. EVO's going after a Tower of Blessings. At the same time, Cats will be going after a supply point. Then we'll have some Crystal Mine action. This Tower of Blessings will be ticking over very soon. Currently will be in control of Cats, so they're probably just letting it tick on over, and then they'll probably pull it on out. EVO's still holding on to their lead right now. 1,542 versus Cat's 1,295. It's anyone's game still, though. This is going to be very close. So the Tower of Blessings is now going off. We see that white line coming from the east. They're slow marching it. There's only one group in there. Oh, and they are bringing in some troops really quick to try and defend against it. Looks like it's going to be a defensive contingent. We will see how well that fares once the animations play through. EVO was not quick to fast march this, so they had time to put in something. I don't think anything went through yet. Here's a Tower of Blessings. Was this it over here? It looks like it. Oh my goodness. Just want to make sure. Yeah, they're filling up. So that was a complete loss, unfortunately, on the side of Pierre's contingent. But we did see the quick draw McGraw moves of Cat over here, trying to throw in some defensives. No doubt if I saw some T11 archers. Yeah, goodness. Although it doesn't look like he had a full contingent anyways. Yep, so that will stay firmly in Cat's possession. Now, we did see some Crystal Mine action going on before, so I want to see how well that fared. Looks like EVO will be taking it back. But my goodness, 16 points per minute going to Cat. They're going to start running away with this unless something is done. So that probably means most of the supply points have been taken. Some supply points have been taken. North and South Tower of Blessings. Training ground under their control. Armory under their control. The Armory's giving them 8. Training ground's giving them 8. So there's your 16 right there. Unless those are taken out. Now, it looks like they are going to be taking some action. Armory's going to be getting hit as well as Training grounds. Armory is going to be going first. In the meantime, Cat will be shoveling out a double rally against the Crystal Mine. Looks like they are pulling out of the Crystal Mine, which means a single march would take that over. They could literally just cancel that if they wanted to. So let's go, since we know that's going to go on over, let's go on over to the Armory, since that'll be the first to be hit. See the march going through, they're speeding it up. And we will find out. All right. EVO took that over with ease. Looks like... Oh, wow. Look at that. God of War's contingent of 4.2 million going into a 2.6 million for Cat. And my goodness. Just annihilated him. The sheer numbers really is what did it, because Cat's stats are superior up and down, it looks like. Yeah, Cat's stats are superior up and down. Had they had a full contingent, that would have gone the other way. Defensives in the 230s. Yeah, interesting, but very good on God of War's account there. So that will tick on over, taking away, and looks like also the supply point was also taken. I'm sorry, the Armory and Training grounds were both taken. So that will mean that there are no more points being ticked over per minute for Cat's side, which is a sigh of relief for EVO at this point, as that would have been devastating if that would have held up. Crystal Mine obviously went over to Cat because all troops were pulled out beforehand. So now this rally is being set against it. We're going to see how well that works out for them now. Again, this is still anybody's game. We have 43 minutes left in this match. EVO holding on to about a 300-point lead right now. Most of the area is in contention. There's really not many things that are fully taken over. There's a couple of teleport points. There's a medical hall there. Dragon Tower for EVO. But mostly anything that has any substance is taken over by Cat right now. So Crystal Mine's about to be hit. There are troops inside there. Slow march going through. I didn't see any troops leaving, so it looks like they will try and hold their ground. Second rally will be up in 8 seconds in case EVO needs it. Crystal Mine was a loss. 7 Army Nation going into the contingent. This is probably one of their strongest people for Cat's side, because I have not seen any stats stronger than this. However, the lag behind on that second march has me concerned. They may have been able to fill before the other one went through. Okay, we're starting to see some duels here, it looks like. Now, does not look like that second rally was able to break through the Crystal Mine. Yeah, okay, so God of War's contingent, 4.1 strong going into a... Does not look like Cat had enough time to reinforce it. However, the sheer numbers, the sheer stats of Cat's side just overwhelmed God of War's contingent, unfortunately. But with this very strong infantry player in there, it's going to be very hard to break through. They're going to kind of... Basically, if EVO wants to break through, they're going to have to do what they did that first time they had the victory. Set a double rally almost within instant seconds of each other, and then tenderize it with other single marches. That will unfortunately give some kill points over to Cat, but that's the only way I saw that really working. And the only action we're seeing right now, and I do stand corrected, as a supply point is about to be hit, but the training grounds is going to be the next on EVO's slate. There are no points permitted going to either team. However, Cat is starting to narrow the gap, as before it was 300. Now it's only 200. It's only a 200-point lead for EVO, so they're going to have to start getting them over here. Training ground will be hit in 20 seconds. Full group with Odin at the helm. There's nobody in the training grounds, so they're just pulling that out. They're willing to trade it. See some marches going in now, though, very quickly. No troops, no troops. EVO goes through. So EVO should have this unless they were even quicker than my fingers were. And we're still waiting to see what happens. It's very possible that they pulled out really quickly, but as I was trying to check, it looks like there was some animations going off. There it is. Okay, training grounds are finally taken. Armory was also taken, and then Cat tried to single march it, just was not good enough to take out God of War, despite those really good stats. So it looks like both are going to be going over to EVO, yes, and Armory is about to tick over for the side of EVO. Oh, and it got taken right back, unfortunately. So now we see 8 points per minute coming from the Crystal Mine, as that has been under control long enough, which will, if it does do that, it will start to narrow this gap even further. We do see that EVO's on the warpath right now, as they are setting up a rally for the Crystal Mine. Cat going for a teleport point. And then a Crystal Mine assault by EVO as well. So the Armory... Really wish you could see the troops in here. That's unfortunate. We see a new rally setter for that one, so we'll see how well that works. Armory, God of War is at the helm. Supply point, God of War. Another supply point, Evil Twin. We will see how well those work. A teleport point, which is kind of a minor building at this point, will be hit by Cats. I'm not sure if there are any... I can't hit the build. There it is. So Broken Armor is in there. So right now, what Cat may be doing is they're trying to find troops to kill. It's very possible that that is their current strategy. They're just out on a warpath to get points from kills. Oh, goodness. We see that EVO's lead is really starting to... Oh, and Broken Armor pulled back. So now there are no troops in there. Yep. So that became null and void. Here we go there. Looks like the armor is about to be hit by a 4 million group. EVO will take that as well. However, Cat is still holding on to the crystal mine. Trying to see what types of troops they're sending in there. See if there's any... Is there any attacks? Yeah, crystal mine did receive an attack. Noir's attack did decently against them. Still just not enough against that strong infantry player. Unless they do their tactic before, EVO may just have to concede that building. Yeah, Selma's in there. A fully buffed Thunder Beast is in there. Nearly 400,000 Griffins. Nearly 400,000 Paladins. Even more, I'm sorry, even more. 500,000 each of those. Trying to see how many of the archers were in there, too. Not as many archers as I would have thought, but it's still a very strong group in there. So right now we're having a little bit of less activity right now, as EVO has no rallies being set. Supply point will be trying to be taken over by Cat. Looks like the lead got broadened, though, for EVO. It looks like EVO has, 300 points to the good, whereas before they were only 200. So I'm not sure if they found some areas that had some rogue troops in there and they were able to get some kills or not. It's pretty good, though. So supply point will be hit next. Supply point B. It's a super rally, too. So supply point is going to be hit with the super rally. That's kind of interesting. Nat at the helm on that one. And it does look like, yeah, they're going to be holding true for now. We'll see if that stays the same, though. I would still speed it up, as now we know that the song and dance of Cat is to pull out troops, so they don't lose any points to that. So we're going to hold fast here, because we're going to see that march come in right now. Speeding it up, going on through. You definitely want this to go off. I mean, that's a super rally. And it looks like we're going to have a victory on the side of Nat there. Although I might have been wrong. Hold on. Or was that against them? Hold on. Blue, it's EVO's. No, so for some reason I'm not getting that. Wait, is this one it? No. Okay, I'm trying to find it. There it is. There's Nat's Super Rally. Yeah, very good. Very good. Oh, but there was only 1.2 million in there for the defensive team. So, I mean, that's some good kills, though. If you can find those, then that's really good. And we see EVO's going nuts right now. They are setting double rally on the training grounds, double rally on the crystal mine. All right, we're going to see... Oh, and a lot of them are getting canceled, though. They might have just been trying to see who was in what building, which is obviously a common tactic. Everyone knows that. But we'll see if this double rally is going to be successful. It's really hard to call a double rally, though, because one's going to go off in 2 seconds, one's going to go off in 1 minute, unless they have rally assault, in which case it'll be sent immediately. But you pretty much have to send that like right now if you have it, and I don't see that going off. So that's not the case. Crystal Mine, God of War's group. It looks like God of War got closer. Still just not enough. Had the double rally gone off, that might have worked. Now, we do see that the other one's gone, so they may have used Rally Assault. I don't see it, though. You know, I only see one. Oh, there we go. Second one. So it was a Rally Assault. Maybe? Where did it go? There it is. Oh, it was a Super Rally. Oh, no, it didn't work. 3.8 million going into the remainder of the 2.8 million that were in there. Great stats on the side of Dirt Dog. Again, it's just not enough. Cat just holds super strong on this. And they caught him off guard because you can see that Cat did not put in any extra troops. However, we do see that 8 points a minute are going to both sides, and it looks like once again the points are broadening for EVO, as they look like they're almost 400 points in the lead at this point. We still have 32 minutes of gameplay to go through, but I'm wondering how they're getting their points. I'm guessing they're just finding rogue areas to hit. Now, the Dragon Towers are also potential for points to either side. That's another factor I didn't really put in there. I would assume that they're just getting vastly good kills. I'm not sure if there's any... yeah, those buttons don't work. Usually you can tell with those buttons, though. Let's see. Yeah, it's really not telling me anything. There was once a kill meter on here that would have told me some answers. Unfortunately, that's not the case right now. So right now, looks like Dragon Tower may be hit by Cat. No troops in there. So again, taking a page out of Cat's book, EVO pulls out their troops. So right now, EVO's holding strong to Armory as well as Training Grounds, and that's what's giving them their 8 points. And Cat is holding strong on to Crystal Mine, which is giving them their 8 points. Everything else is pretty much up for grabs. $4.3 million troops are within the Crystal Mine right now, which is another cool thing. If you guys notice, like the 532K down here by the teleport point, that's how many troops are currently in the buildings. That's such a cool feature. I love this. I love this feature. All right, so the next piece of action here is going to be at the Crystal Mine. Athena is going to be at the helm on this one. Another super rally. With just under a 400-point lead, EVO has been maintaining this. They've basically been maintaining this for most of the match here. Now, the points values have been fluctuating between about 200 and 400, but it's been solidly in EVO's favor. All right, so this supply point's about to be hit. Let's see if there's any troops in there. There are. But will they pull out quickly enough? We will find out. They are slow marching, so it does give them time to actually pull those out. In the meantime, Training Grounds and Armory are going to be hit respectively. Oh, and it looks like Cat lost the Crystal Mine because now they no longer have points ticking over per minute. I want to see, okay, so the supply went over. I want to see what happened to the Crystal Mine, though. Oh, goodness. Athena comes in. Wow. Now, this is one we're going to want to dissect because we see that the numbers are pretty much, for number of troops, it's pretty much comparable. Oh, wow. What happened? So what did they send? So we see some T-13 infantry. We see some paladins in there. Some Vugelmen. Good kills there. Decent kills. Looking for the big money maker, though. Wow. This would be a great one to dissect. Again, there's no concise view, otherwise I would show that. But very good job on Athena's part. Knocking them out. And we see that Cat will not stand idly by. They're setting a double rally, one right after the other, to take the Crystal Mine away from EVO. EVO has just ticked over to the 3,000 point mark. Cat staying at about 2.4 million. their lead is broadening. We take a look at the map. We see that most of the map is dyed in the color of blue for EVO. A couple of things in contention for Cat. So if this continues, this will be an EVO victory. And it looks like, not by stats, because it does look like Cat has superior stats. If you were to compare the stats of both of the strongest people on each side, Cat would be superior. That would tell me that EVO Strategies is superior in this match. So the training grounds is going to be under assault. Dirt Dog is going to be trying to take that back. In the meantime, a supply point will be hit pretty soon. Kind of a small contingent. No troops in there. EVO pulling out. So that will be taken over rather easily. The next one coming up will be the Crystal Mine. And let's see if Athena's defensives match up to her offensives and keep her in there. Looks like mostly infantry. So it's infantry versus infantry at this point, which again was baffling because Cat had full 80s all around for their paladins. It's possible that when they were refilling, there just was not enough of those in there. Very possible. Speculation, really. Although Cat will take this right on back. That was the supply point. Crystal Mine. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like... Well, that was a defensive. So Athena held on to that one. I'm not sure what happened then. So there might have been a secondary rally. There was a second rally. I do remember it. It's just not showing up. So the first rally tenderized it rather well, but if that was the only one, Athena would have held on. However, the second rally... Oh, no. It's blue. It went back to blue. Here we go. No, that wasn't it. Oh, okay. So their counter rally basically knocked them right back out. Very good. Very good, God of War. It's hard to keep up with all this stuff, guys, but there's a lot of action going on. Supply point will be next to be hit. There are troops inside, so we'll see how well that works. No points permitted going to either team. However, a very strong lead by EVO right now with only 25 minutes left in the match. Armory's also about to be hit. No troops inside there, so that will be a Cat victory. Training Grounds has a super rally going at it. See them going home. So those will not be ticking over points anytime soon. They're going to need a few minutes on all of those. Crystal Mine. Crystal Mine will be ticking over points for EVO decently soon, though. But we do see a double rally being formed just now on the side of Cat, so they are going to try and take that away from him. Just hold tight on this screen for right now. A lot of action going around here. Looks like it's snowing. We see a few lines moving out, but really, I mean, it's all going to come down to if they can get some good kills. I would be a bit surprised if, as a last resort, Cat starts resorting to castle rallies. At this point, you've got to try and catch up somehow. You've got to take away, you've got to hold on to your point makers. They were doing that with Crystal Mine for a while until Athena stepped in, which, well, I'm just assuming that there was just a smarter group, there was just a smarter array of troops going in there. Because, again, the numbers tell me that should have been a Cat victory. All right, so Crystal Mine is now about to be hit, and it looks like it will go over to Cat. That's the Tower of Blessings. So they may have pulled out there as well. So I don't see a report here. Well, here it is. Wow. Yeah, Nat tried hard, though. Goodness. So we'll see if this is going to be yet another long hold for Cat. Looks like they are putting in troops for the long haul. It's currently what's in there right now. EVO's still holding out. They're going to be hitting the training grounds pretty soon in about 8 seconds. There are troops in there, so this will be a hit. We will see some blood on this one, folks. Maybe not, though. Okay, troops are going back. All right. Oh, castle? Oh, wow. Athene just rammed 800 troops into a castle of 38 million. Just testing the waters, though. Maybe a bit surprised if someone heard my stream and said they wanted to do that. So we may be seeing a castle rally over here on this guy. 354 million power. We saw the stats from earlier, so that may happen. I would love for that to happen. Love me some... Oh, wow. Look at that. Another castle was hit, and it was successful. Okay, so that's the reason. There weren't many troops in there. But look at that. 1 march from Athena. 1 march. 58 million power loss. We can see that they had... Did they have anyone on their walls? They could have had anyone on their walls. No, they did. Queen of War. That's just weak stats, unfortunately. So that is a very successful castle hit. Single march. Good job, Athena. Uh-oh. Super rally. We got a super rally going on this castle here. I don't know their names. I can't read their characters. So we will see if they will hold true, if they'll bubble, if they'll move. Oh, that's going to be fun. We can see that this person is not afraid to take the rally as they are sending out marches for to send them away. If it were me, I would just keep all of my troops in my building. Like, all right, I'm just going to hold my ground. I'm not putting any troops out there. Give them my full force. But this person seems to be pretty confident. In the meantime, Crystal Mine's going to be hit as well. Wow, look at that point gap right now. 800. This is the largest point lead that EVO has. It seems to be spiraling out for Cat, where at one point they were a mere 200 points down, which would have been anybody's game. However, it looks like this may be an EVO victory unless things happen. I'm going to stay focused on this castle because this is about to get hit, about to go down. So Noir is at the helm here for this one. Although we see a second rally as well being put, and that guy teleported. He didn't want anything of it. Whoever it was, he wanted none of it. All right, so let's take a look. So currently 265 million. Athene popped up right behind him, so he may be going after a couple of hits as well. Trying to find that castle rally for you. He's on fire, though. Ooh! Big hit. Crystal Mine, no. Show me the other thing. Show me the castle. Is this one? Is this it? Wow! Look at that, guys. Big hit. Strong contingent from Noir going in there. Wow. Impressive. He got burnt. Yeah, those defensives, while decent, are just not enough to stand up to that sheer stat number there. Very good hits. Yeah, mostly Cav going in there on this move. I'm seeing a mixture of Cav players and infantry players. Wow, look at those. Look at those T13 just doing work. Very good. Even the T11s, very good. Although we all know that T11 with good T11 Cav with good enhancements are extremely powerful. Very good job. All right, what else do we have going on here? We have yet another rally going on. Looks like the next one on the slate. Ooh, that's going to be a hard one. 1.2 billion kills, 342 million power. Will he hold his ground? It looks like he moved. Did he move? He moved. Next, another one's also going to be hits. This guy over here. That's pretty gutsy. I believe this is the strongest person on their team. I don't think he will port. I do not think that he will port. Although it looks like he was dueled. Was he dueled? Can't seem to find it. There it is. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's not his portrait. Although there are some duels going on too, so... Oh, he's on fire. Click it. Click the thing. What? What? Oh my goodness! 349 million power loss. Are you kidding me? Did he just not... No. Oh my god. That's huge. Highlight reel. This is going on the highlight reel. What happened? We are doing a deep dive into this one, folks. So if I'm going to be on here for a while, just bear with... Wow. And that tells the tale. And not even that many, really, if you look at it. There just were not that many going in there. Oh my god. So that's huge. Look at how many the Vogelman did. Oh, wow. I mean, this just shows you the strength of infantry right here. I mean, you 1 million. Oh my, wow. So we're doing a deep dive, folks. We're not going back to the game anytime soon. We're going through all of this. Just take it in. Take it in. If you need to pause the thing during the VOD, yeah. Chat's like, what? That's huge. All right. I want to see what was on his walls. That's why, I mean, I'm kind of going a little bit quick here. I mean, everything is pretty much just telling you what happened, though. Even the supporting paladins even did work. My goodness. Yeah, we're not doing anything right now, folks. We're just... All right, I am going to go a little bit quicker because I want to see what the defensives were. Just... All right, here we go. So 43, level 43 Warhammer on the in the area. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know if this guy was the strongest guy. I guess he wasn't. I thought he was, though. Was he not the one who was holding on to the crystal mine? I don't know. Yeah, never mind. It's becoming very obvious why now. Never mind. All right, so yeah, so that was what we saw. Look at that, folks. That's poetry in motion right there. All right, so it looks like they're going to be hit too pretty soon. I mean, all of them. I mean, everything was strong. Oh, Cat's gonna try and do a rally. All right, so Cat, maybe going after Thunder. All right, so Thunder's gonna be getting hit. I'm not sure if he's gonna want to take it or not. We'll see. That's what. Oh, okay. Contingent's going through. Is he on fire? Oh God, 2,000 point. Okay, so this game is thoroughly over. 2,000 point lead. I do want to see. Oh, nope. Thunder held on, although that was very close. That was very close. 46 million troops within the group, 3.8 million going in for attack. The stats are very much superior on Cat's side. It's just the numbers as well as the contingent that was in there held on strong. Yeah, had they had a bigger march, if they would have been within the 4, and I know some people can hit 5 and 6 million rallies, that would have been a very big victory for Cat. Just unfortunately did not go through. We see yet another castle about to be hit literally right now. 138 million troops in there. Oh, I'm sorry, those aren't. Those are single marches going in there. Still waiting for that to go through. Looks like whatever was hit, looks like it was just a single march. Yeah, it was just a single march. No, yeah. couple single marches, really. So Athene even tried to go in there. Did really well. It's just the only you may be looking at this and going, okay, there was clearly a bigger power loss on Cat. Why did Athene lose? Because Athene had no surviving troops, and that's a big thing. 1.1 million troops going in. Unfortunately, just none survived, so therefore it's an instant victory for the defensive side. If anyone ever was wondering about that. And the castle's on fire. And then that's it. That's gone. He gone. Oh, wow. Look at that. Nearly 100 million power loss. But the stats, I mean, that just tells the tale as well. I mean, just not strong. Not one of their beefier players. Yeah, wow. Very good. Very good job. Another rally going off. Athene at the helm. I can only imagine what's about to happen. Oh, man. Well, buckle up, folks. We got more coming. I mean, at this point, I mean, you can see that there's 16 points per minute going over to Cat, but at this point, with only 12 minutes to go and this large gap, there's just no return for Cat. So they can give up points on the map all day long, and it's not a big deal. Yeah. I mean, it's going to get to the point where there's 24 points ticking over per minute. It's just not going to matter. There is no catch-up mechanic in this type of matchup. So we're just going to hold true on this castle right here, as she is next on the chopping block. The Scholar, official position for Cat. And incoming. And contact. And she's brushing her shoulders off. Oh. There was no flames. There was two that went in, though. Alright, so Nat came in and tenderized. Got some good damage on there. And Athene came up on it as well. Again, there is a bigger power loss on Cat's side, but there were no surviving troops, therefore the defensive wins. So, but still, very, very good try here. Oh, shoot. So we can tell that this Cat player is very much an infantry player with 1,100 infantry, and Cav is only at 677. Very much infantry focused. But like I said, that's kind of what we're seeing mostly in the meta. We're seeing a lot of infantry and Cav players. There are a couple of siege players I've seen out there. And archers maybe trying to make a comeback. It's very possible. Yep. So there's that, and now there's currently no action. But with less than 10 minutes to go, this is absolutely going to be an EVO victory. So we'll hold on. We'll keep watching to see the whole match through. See if anything else happens. Oh, okay. So EVO did take back the armory so that there wasn't a 24-point tick over for Cat. Not that it really would have made a difference this late in the game, but it's always good to cover your bases. Let's see, where was that? Where was the big one? No. For those of you guys who missed it or just came in, for those of you guys who are just joining in, this is what I was gushing over before. I mean, this is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. 50 million troops versus 4-point-something, 4.1. And you still have surviving troops, and you do that much damage. Nearly an entire wipe. There's less than 10 million troops left after that big hit. And that's just ridiculous. But well-rounded stats the whole way through. I mean, actually, Athena has way more archer stats. That may be a turning point right there. that I didn't even notice. Athene is an archer player. At least stat-wise. And we also noticed that the T12 archers that went in there did work as well. Now, granted, I'm going to go through, it's going to make me look like an idiot, but, I mean, you see those T13 paladins, what they did. But if I go through here, where are the archers at? Well, at this point, it's still a budding archer player then, because the defensives only did 1 million, the normal did 338, the razors, I mean, but still, even with those enhancements and those stats, that's what it did. I would love to see T13 Delphiers going at it hard. Even the T11 archers did some work. And the rest of the group, I believe, followed suit, because you do see that there are some T12 archers from here as well. T12 archers. Yeah, everybody, I believe, sent T12 archers. Nope, okay, I stand corrected. That one didn't. I mean, that's the type of one you just want to do a very deep dive on and just see exactly what happened. EVO will be taking this match, folks. Currently 5,596 points versus Cat's 3,389. For those guys who were just joining us, I mean, this was a very close match for a long time. EVO stayed in control point-wise the entire game. However, the point differential towards the mid-game got as close as 200-point difference, which was starting to look very scary for EVO. However, they maintained control of most of the key buildings, and they just did not relent. They kept up the assault. They kept it going the whole time. We have a castle rally. Athene setting one up against their... Is that their knight or their guard? I always forget. This one will be interesting, as this is typically one of the strongest players if you give them this title here. With 2.1 billion kills. Very edgy. Very edgy. Let's see what happens. Athene at the helm here. Loading up. 4.9 million troops going in. Very impressive. It also looks like EVO is taking control of all of the points. All the points that ticks away points per minute. So Crystal Mine, Trading Ground, and the Armory are in contention at this point, at least, as points per minute are no longer going over to Cats. Looks like he's going to stand his ground. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, if you got this official position, you really should not be bumbling or moving out of it. Take it like a man or a woman, and then move on. Everyone's loading up. Is there anybody before this go? Oh, no, never mind. It's about to go off. I shouldn't do that. I wanted to see if there's any people in the... oh, is he sending them back? Maybe he wants to take it alone. I will be shocked if he's on fire. I mean, this is just for science, you know. At this point, this rally is just for science. Yeah, he's definitely not on fire. Nope, wrong one. There it is. Oh, wow. Yep. Power-wise and no troop surviving-wise, that was a victory for the side of Cat. Very strong stats overall. So, oh, my bad. I'm going to try not to get dizzy, guys. I'm going to try, darn it. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to see what was in his castle. Again, I would love to have concise view on this. It'd be so much easier. Are we there yet? No, we're not there yet. Should be almost there. Nope, still not there. Oh, man, I just want to see the bottom. Show me the bottom. Okay, here we go. All right. So, Selma on the wall. Red Dragon as the Guardian. Very strong enhancements for the Paladins. Vogelman did some decent work there. Decent by that. Not bad. I was looking for a big moneymaker here, and I really don't see it. Just a nice layer of people in here. And then we do see that people were sending in troops to guard. I think Vogelman seemed to be doing the most damage, though. T11 Archer, not bad at all. Great to send those, really. Yeah, looks like the infantry have done the most damage in this defensive here. So I mean that's good to know for science, right? All right, yet another rally being set. New target, the blacksmith. All right, Pikachu, let's see if you can hold out. And again, we're reaching the 2-minute warning here, folks. I mean, if you guys are still here, awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. Really do appreciate you staying for the whole stream. And we will keep going until the very end. The next time I'll be streaming will obviously be Saturday night or Sunday morning or both. I will probably be covering EVO again because I know quite a number of people on this team. Whether they win or lose, I just want to keep watching them. And probably I'll watch WPA's group, even though they're facing it possibly hard next match, from what I understand. But as long as the times are cooperative with my schedule, I will make sure I stream next week for you guys. The following week, I will not be here. I have some events around my neighborhood I'm doing. Oh, well, there we go. Bubble. Did not want any of that. Aw, that's unfortunate. I wanted to see that. Ah. Oh, well. Well, that one got called off. But yeah, either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. This rally will obviously not go off in time because unless he has rally assaults ready to go, which I don't believe that they will. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate it. Leave a like if you liked it. Give me some comments down below. Yeah, that 349 million power loss is definitely the highlight of this video. But yeah, congrats to EVO and going on to the next round. Next week will be very exciting to see how some of the week got weeded out, and we will see what happens. So, yeah, we will get a final score, and then I will end this stream. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Let's go up here. Yep, one final view of the entire map, painted blue at this point, which is no surprise. Yeah, and again, Clash of Kings went all out on this layout. Just, I mean, I can't gush enough about it. It looks really good. The number of troops that are in there, the way it looks, it's, I don't know. It's a good thing. Good job, guys. All right, one final view of all the people out here, and congrats to EVO with your final score. Very good. Take a little screenshot for funsies. And that is it, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching. And until next time, I will see you on the battlefield. Take care, everyone.